But I did every single thing that you're talking about in front of you.
This show is called Second Chance. It's not a Netflix show. It's a Snapchat show. People forget about Snapchat because they think that like it doesn't exist, which it doesn't. But this is legitimately a guilty pleasure for me. Like I only exclusively watch this on the toilet. Like it's the only time I watch it, and it's pretty wild. So the idea of the premise of the show is the two people broken up, and one person wants to get together with another person, right? And then
the one person. Okay, so the two people broken up. One person wants to get back together, or the one person wants to get with another person.
The one person wants to get back together with that person.
Okay.
But the other person doesn't know that. They think they're just gonna have a conversation with the camera, which is pretty obvious that something's gonna go down. Anyways, they're gonna have a conversation, and it's pretty wild. Like sometimes they're like, "Oh, yo, I cheated on you. I stole your car, and I told your mother you wanna get back together." And it's like, yeah. But anyways, that's the premise of the show, guys. That's the premise, and we're going to react to it.
I told her that I have a girlfriend, but she didn't care.
And neither did you.
Jazz and I met on Tinder. We had an instant connection.
I felt like Ashley was my soulmate. But one day I saw a text on her phone. She was calling some other girl daddy.
Jazz walked out on me right then and there. I want to finally explain to her what happened and see if she'll give me a second chance.
The girl you were texting, calling her daddy, did you sleep with her?
So, first off, she's calling another girl daddy, which makes no sense to me. The whole concept of daddy doesn't make sense to begin with.
Well, I think it's like there's top and bottom. So I think it's to do with the dominance.
It's a dominance thing. I'm being presumptuous here, obviously, but like people who may be liberal, like in terms of like liberating the patriarchy and like all that kind of mumbo jumbo SJW kind of stuff. I'm assuming because they're lesbian, they may be more in that camp. But yet in the bedroom, that goes completely out the window. Like, now the man's the dominant, even though it's not a man in the situation. They're still using daddy as a thing.
Yeah, I don't really thought about it that way. I don't think it's that deep though. I just think it's just been.
I don't think it's deep necessarily, but I think it's just it's not. It's
almost ironic though.
It's like ironic.
Yeah,
it's just like you know what I mean. And I think it's kind of like what's going around with this Rona is like when human beings get to the most carnal or the most like basic stripped down, whether it may be like a serious scenario, like anytime with like pretty much. It's like fight or flight, or maybe like an overwhelming amount of pleasure. So like in the bedroom or whatever, it seems like all morality or any sort of like pandering to certain groups or any sort of like, oh my high horse goes completely out the window. With Rona going on right now, like you notice like nobody's complaining about no bathrooms or anything like that. The real important things only seem to matter in times of crisis or times of pleasure.
You were still entertaining girls on Instagram. You were still flirting with girls in front of my face. So. Did it really end?
But I did every single thing that you're talking about in front of you.
I mean, I feel like it's poignant that they broke up.
Yeah, obviously, because they both weren't ready.
Ashley's just talking, she's spewing garbage. That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, Ashley's completely wrong. And I think they're both wrong now. Now that it's flipped to Jazz.
But anyway, she cheated in front of you, so you should be okay with that. What? That's just poor emotional intelligence 101. If somebody does something in front of you and you don't check them on that, you can't be surprised if they continue that behavior, right? Like, 'cause she said, I did it in front of you, but instead of actually her dealing with it, what did she do? She went and started doing her own thing on the side. So clearly these two people aren't meant to be with each other. Off jump.
And it's not really productive to compare like who was worse.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's super easy in relationships to do. Like I'm sure I've done it. Like I know I've done it sometimes in the past. But I think it's important to be like, what's in the past is what's in the past, and you deal with it in the past. You can't keep being like, oh, I did this thing. Well, what you did was worse. Well, you know,
it's like the argument is getting nowhere.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So I think it was good that they broke up. Yeah.
So do you think they're gonna get together, or do you think they'll break up?
You're gonna try to Well, logically, it seems like they're incompatible.
Yeah.
Not saying the relationship is like completely broken, but I mean, maybe they can stay friends. But in terms of the relationship, I think they're incompatible.
I trusted you so much. I was afraid of losing you. But you weren't afraid of losing me, and that's the problem.
I was afraid of losing you. I felt like I had to have a backup plan because if you did hurt me, I don't know how I would have been able to deal with it.
That seems emotionally manipulative. In the sense, it's like, okay, I was so afraid I was gonna lose you. I was gonna self-sabotage the relationship. But like that's what she did in actuality. What she said was that, like, I was afraid of losing you, and I was afraid you were gonna hurt me. So but she actually hurt Jazz first.
She completely messed up because you shouldn't go into a relationship and then like have backup plans out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you should you can't be in a relationship and be like, okay, I've got 3 other mans on call just in case it doesn't work out. Yeah. Part of a relationship, part of being vulnerable is being like, okay, you have my full attention, you have my full desire, and then if it blows up, it blows up. But that's part of life and part of a relationship. You can't be hedging your bets when it comes to love. And I think most things in life, if you want to succeed in most things, you can't really hedge your bets. You gotta swing for the fences in order to give it a true, honest shot. You know what I'm saying? And mostly, I haven't done it. I've definitely done that before in some relationships, where like I kind of had lightweight people on call, you know, for a period of time. But then like I noticed that like my enthusiasm in the relationship wasn't there because there was somebody in the background that like, oh, if this doesn't work out, well, this will work out too. You know, you feel me?
Yeah.
Do you know what it felt like to go through something like that and feel like you can't talk to anybody else because the one person I wanted to talk to was you, and you were the person that hurt me?
I never meant to hurt you. I love you. I miss the connection that we had when we were together. I just want you back. I miss you. Will you give me a second chance?
You did really hurt me, but I do really love you, Ash. If we do this, would you need a backup plan?
No. The only person I want to be focused on is you.
That's it pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, emotionally. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, no, especially when you're emotionally vulnerable like that, it's very easy to go back in a comfortable relationship, even though, like, logically looking at the whole situation, it's probably not gonna work out.
Definitely not gonna work out.
It's very easy to go back and be comfortable. And I can't say I haven't made the same mistake before, so.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think you have a very good point. It's easy to make fun of it on the outside, and maybe we did a little bit here. But one thing we gotta remember is that people, even the most rational people, make mistakes, especially when love is involved, and emotions are involved. It's just that they're very consistent in terms of like they will make very poor emotional decisions while in the relationship, and they made a poor decision outside of the emotional relationship.
So that about wraps up this video. If you want to see more of Torsia and I, you can go right here and here. There's a couple more there. I don't know why you're still here. You can subscribe if you want. Comment down below what you thought, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.